football on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
The debate about Kirk Cousins continues to rage both among Vikings fans and fans around the league. But when you look at his numbers, you think this is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Last year broke a string of 4 straight 4,000-yard passing years with the emergence of Dalvin Cook in the backfield. So while those numbers dropped, he was still solid throwing the football. 26 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions. Now he's just got to develop an extra target on the perimeter in order to get his numbers back to the previous levels.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebacker. Putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. 15 yards on the play. First down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. The throw over the middle taken in. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU. And Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him is his ability to play the ball in the air and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Cook following the penalty.
Cousins hands to Dalvin.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 10 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense.
which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on it.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Cousins gives way to Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Running for it, here's Cook, and I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And this one incomplete.
Wilson.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 29-yard line.
That's good.
Nice 3rd down conversion at even 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's good.
What a great rookie campaign in 2019 for DK Metcalf, who came in with high expectations, was actually upset that he went in the 2nd round, not the 1st round, but quickly proved everyone wrong who didn't take him prior. 900 yards receiving, 7 touchdowns, and looks exactly like a Seattle Seahawks receiver is supposed to look. Big, strong, physical, and catches all the contested passes downfield.
1st and 10 at the 21.
They run it with Carson. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The kickoff for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was. And we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Cousins on first down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40 and down to the 29-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel coming from where he did Division III football to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on the field, always contributing. They keep calling him a dependable target. He can be that and more. And remember, in the overtime win against New Orleans in the playoffs last year, who caught the game-winning touchdown? That guy right there, Kyle Rudolph.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. This is caught, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Cousins now. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tajay Sharp, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you Try and score when given the opportunity.
That catch good for only a couple. It got his man complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
48-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pick.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. He's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. That's complete to Sharp. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 37. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
Vikings 10.
So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So we've hit an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Seahawks 7.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right. That's complete into the hands of Carson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ball carrier.
He'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Again, it's Cook. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
On the carry.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Cousins pass.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
A gain of 13. First down, Seattle. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
2nd and 9 at the Vikings' 10-yard line.
Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Myers' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10.
That ties the game at 10.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Amir Abdullah on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now it's Lockett. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run again with Carson, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taken down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
Jason Myers.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Osborne. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
20-yard line.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now Carson fumbles the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They go play action. Cousins. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And all the way to the opposite 48. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the victory here